Hi everyone, welcome to round 10 of the St. Petersburg tournament in 1895. In this game, we're going to do something a little special. This is undoubtedly the most famous game from the tournament. It's played between Pillsbury and Lasker. And as you may remember, Lasker lost the first two times he played to Pillsbury. This game is remarkably interesting for many reasons. I actually gained a new appreciation of it. I already have created a video on the entire game, and at first I was kind of going to talk about the game, being like, this game's not really that exciting. They just make a lot of mistakes, blah blah blah. Slightly exaggerating. I wasn't going to quite be that dismissive, but after looking at it, I was like, wow, there's a lot of really interesting moments in this game, and so what I want to do instead is highlight these moments. The problem is they're all very complex. None of them are like really easy. So this is going to be a week-long series on just this one game. And each day there's going to be a different question, all of which are not easy and which will require some calculation. The reason I do that is because I think in the internet age, while some people want to sit around and watch a 30-minute video where they have to pause their video for 10 minutes at a time, multiple times during the video, I think there's a lot more people who are just kind of would like to spend 5-10 minutes maximum. And so there's going to be 7 videos on this game, and all of them are going to have very interesting questions for you to solve. They're not easy at all, but it'll be good practice, good calculation practice especially. You don't see many games like this where there's such clear-cut correct moves that require some calculation and evaluation at multiple times. So in this game, we're going to start with this position. White played the move f5. Now, naturally, black would typically go bishop back to d7. However, in this game, and by the way, bishop d7, black has a good position. 2 bishops, we have a nice attacking chances against this king. So bishop d7 would have been a perfectly fine response. However, instead, he played the move rook takes c3. After this move, white played pawn takes bishop. However, if pawn takes rook, queen takes, pawn takes bishop, bishop takes. Wait, is that the right move? I'm sorry, I apologize. Queen b4 check first, I believe, is the best move. And if king a1, we go bishop takes d4 with check. And if king c2, rook c8 is crushing. And just to demonstrate, king b1, and I think pawn takes pawn, followed by rook f2, and black is totally crushing here. The white bishop and the white rook are just not in the game at all. So, after rook c3, white played pawn takes e6. So your first question is, what should black do in this position? Pause your video and try to figure it out. Alright, so we're going to look at the answer now. And again, if you are if you're a chess history buff, or you've read a lot of old books on chess, you're going to know this game. You're going to know this position, especially, because this is the most famous move of the game. So I expect a lot of you will recognize this move. However, after this, it's going to get a lot tougher, because that's when you have to really calculate some deep variations. The move that Lasker played that kind of shocked the world was, typically you just figure move the rook away. He didn't do that. He played the move rook to a3. A crazy looking move. White can just take it for nothing. And the idea is, and basically the idea, I'm not going to show it all because that's going to be a puzzle for the next video. But if takes, I'm sorry, he took an f7 in the game, but if takes, queen b6, if king a1, we transpose to that other variation that we already talked about, with f takes e6 followed by rook to f2. And if king c2, rook c8, king d2, queen d4 with an extremely strong attack that we will go into more detail about in the next video. But basically, this is the idea. Playing rook a3, and after, if he doesn't take, we're just going to take on a2. So at some point he has to take on a3, and now we've completely made his king wide open. these lines against the king, when the rook gets to c8, that line will be controlled as well, and then the bishop taking on d4 controls all these squares. So pretty much every square the king can go to is going to be covered by one of black's pieces, and that's why this attack is so strong. But a very, very easy move to overlook. And I do believe it is the best move. It even takes the computer a little while to figure it out, but I've done enough analysis in this game where I feel pretty confident that rook a3 not only is a good move, but the best move. So this is the start of this series, and tomorrow we're going to go to part 2. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys get as many of these questions right as possible, although I warn you, they are mostly short but difficult. So thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.